In the Golden Age of Egypt, a time of powerful pharaohs and ancient gods, a revolution was brewing, not a war fought with swords and chariots, but one of faith. Led by a king and queen who dared to defy millennia of tradition, this is the story of Akhenaten, Nefertiti, and their sun god Aten. For centuries, Egypt worshipped a vast pantheon of gods. Amun-Ra, the king of gods, held immense power, his priests wielding wealth and influence that rivaled even the pharaohs. But then, a new pharaoh, Amenhotep IV, ascended the throne. He wasn't like his predecessors, alongside his brilliant and beautiful queen, Nefertiti. He turned his back on the old ways. He changed his name to Akhenaten, meaning effective for the Aten, and declared that there was only one true god, the Aten, represented by the sun's disk. This wasn't just a minor adjustment, it was a religious earthquake. Akhenaten and Nefertiti became the sole conduits to this new god, elevating themselves to a divine status unlike any pharaoh before. They didn't stop there. They abandoned Thebes, the heart of Amun-Ra's power, and built a brand new city in the desert dedicated to their god, a city they called Akhetaten, the horizon of the Aten. Imagine the shock. Temples to gods worshipped for generations were closed, their statues defaced, their priests stripped of power. All worship was now directed to the sun disk, and through it, to the royal family. This was a dangerously bold move. The priests, who once controlled vast estates and advised pharaohs, were now enemies of the state, the common people, whose lives were intertwined with the worship of gods like Osiris and Isis. We're told their beliefs were wrong. They were forced to abandon traditions that had guided their ancestors for countless generations. Whispers of dissent must have filled the Nile Valley. How could the pharaohs simply erase their gods? At the center of it all stood Nefertiti. She wasn't just a supportive wife, she was a co-ruler, a high priestess of the new faith. In art, she was depicted in ways previously reserved only for pharaohs, smiting enemies, leading worship, an equal partner in this radical new world. Her power was undeniable, her influence immense. But this raises a crucial question. Did her unwavering faith give Nefertiti strength and power? Or did it create powerful enemies, waiting in the shadows for their moment to strike back? The backlash was inevitable. Stripping the old priesthood of their immense wealth and influence was a direct attack on Egypt's most powerful institution. For the average Egyptian, being told that the gods who protected them, who guided them into the afterlife, were false, must have been terrifying. This wasn't just a political change, it was a spiritual crisis. Akhenaten and Nefertiti were playing with fire, and the flames of rebellion were surely being fanned in secret. What happened next is shrouded in mystery. After 17 years of rule, Akhenaten's revolution vanished almost as quickly as it appeared. His city was abandoned. His name and Nefertiti's were chiseled from monuments, and the old gods were restored with a vengeance. The reign of the heretic king was to be forgotten. But what happened to Nefertiti? Did she die before Akhenaten? Did she rule after him? Or did the enemies she made finally catch up with her? The sands of time have hidden many secrets. But the story of this revolutionary queen and her sun god continues to fascinate us. It's a powerful reminder of how faith can build empires and, just as quickly, turn them to dust. Thanks for watching. If you're fascinated by the mysteries of ancient Egypt, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more stories from the past. See you next time.